All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about the real world stuff, what it would be, or at least an example of it. So, in this example, we're trying to model a fireplace. Now, it would be pretty cool to have a fireplace that was arched instead of just square, basic shape. It just makes it a little bit more interesting when it's a little bit more unique. And what they've been able to determine is it was built that the fireplace was built with an arch, or they want to build a fireplace with an arch that follows the equation given of y equals -1/9 times x plus 18 times x minus 18. With all of that, we have 4 facts that we need to remember in order to solve this. We need to know that y equals 0 defines the x-intercepts. So really, we should be able to rewrite this as, I'm still on highlight. 0 equals each one, or this whole thing. The x-intercepts represent where the graph meets the x-axis. In this case, x-axis is the floor, or where as low as the fireplace can go. X-intercepts represent where the arch meets the ground, right? As low as it can go. And then setting each factor equal to 0 to solve the polynomials is how we find out where the arch will be meeting the ground. So if we do all that, if y is set at 0 to define the x-axis meet the floor, which then we can sit there and solve for, because now we have 0 equals a bunch of polynomials with multiplication. We can see that we only need to solve, there is no x term with the -1/9. So we're not worried about solving that. We're worried about solving x plus 18 equals 0. And we're worried about solving x minus 18 equals 0. So I'm going to create my 0 pairs in both of these equations and find out that x is equal to 18 and x is equal to -18. Now, what this would tell us in real life is that from the center, the highest point in the arch, okay, then that's the center, that we are 18 inches to the right and 18 inches to the left. And that's where my arch would then meet the floor. Now, the width is what it's asking for. Find the width of the arch at the floor. Well, if I'm at 18 inches going to the right of center, that means I have 18 inches to the right and 18 inches to the left. Oh, sorry. Here's where that relates to. I have 18 inches right here, and I have 18 inches here. See, the negative just told us what direction to move, in this case, from the center. That's almost always the case. So I moved 18 inches to the left, and I moved 18 inches to the right. What that means is when I add those together, I get 36 inches. So my width of my fireplace is 36 inches.